Hi folks, Keywii here, and welcome back to Ace Academy. It's Ace Space Should Be Awesome, where I'm joined here by, potentially a real big, social manipulator. Still really trying to figure that one out. There's been signs, definite signs, and not just because Kaori was like, yo, she is the worst. I've seen some signs myself, just because of the way I notice things. And yeah, I'm still sort of on the fence, still trying to figure that out, still taking it tepidly and hesitantly. So we'll see. This is me saying, if it's been so long, why do you still try so hard with her? Because, like, look at that face. That's the face of somebody who's in control of the situation and is really amused by it. And then again, it changed. May looks at me as if I've sprouted a third arm.
She's my friend.
Okay.
I left her alone for a while so she could cool off. And I admit, I was angry at her for a long time, too. But then I saw her withdraw completely.
I saw her withdrawal.
No one should be alone. I know she hasn't forgiven me yet, but she will.
Okay. How can you be so sure?
It might take her a little longer, but in the end, Kaori always sees reason.
So, just to recap, there was a dispute between May here, our friend Kaori, and a potential boy in middle school. We're now in college, and Kaori is still hostile to you. How long are you planning on waiting? May is completely confident that Kaori will forgive her. That must be how she can still act so familiarly with her, even though Kaori doesn't reciprocate those feelings at all. She's hostile. To admit, I kind of admire May for that. Like, if it were 2-3 years later, that would make more sense. But this is what, like a decade later? Come on now.
Since I really didn't get the chance to say it yesterday, congrats on your win.
You did kind of say that. I blink. Oh, thanks.
But don't get used to it. Anna Bugarish
Anna
has a lot of
Bugarish.
practicing to do. It won't be that easy the
Bugarish.
next time we battle.
Bargashuri. You call that easy? You're still gonna lose. Oh man, where do I go? Where do I fit on this scale? I wouldn't say that was easy. Your team put up a good fight too. May grinned.
I know.
In the corner of my eye, I see Kaori and Sho enter the pilot's lounge. Hey, that thing I predicted happening is going to happen. Sho's still alive and in one piece. That must have worked things out with each other. That's a relief. Oh, let's watch the fucking train wreck. Kaori searches the room and briefly makes eye contact with me before glancing away. Then, to my surprise, she walks over to us. Sho follows. Uh-oh. It's just a surprise when Kaori and Sho sit with us.
What's going on, brosif?
Nothing much. Where's Mayu?
Class.
Ah, I get it. Look over at Kaori. Hello, Kaori.
Hi.
Short. Okay. She looks sideways at May.
Hi, May.
May doesn't react right away. Are you perhaps going from hostile to at least civil overnight after a decade? Hang on. Then squeals in delight and throws her arms around Kaori.
Hi! May! Stop it!
Kaori pulls away in a huff while May laughs. You're still pissed at me. Alright. So, all my predictions were bullshit. Cool. The four of us continued to chat together. The tensions fell from yesterday completely gone, as if the day never happened. May even got Kaori to laugh. So, what was the point of that, then? Eventually, we all go our separate ways, and everyone has their class or their obligations. I still have some free time. Mayu and Yuna. Well, of these two, I think I'd much rather hang out with Mayu. Or receive an incoming call from Mayu. Hey, Mayu!
Hi! I hope you don't think this is weird, but would you want to go to the comic book store with me?
What about the band? Oh, is there one on campus?
No, it's in town. My next class was canceled, so I'm done.
I thought that said concealed.
Do you have class?
No, I'm done too. I don't remember going to class.
Great! I pre-ordered the new series of Boundless Stratus, and it's ready for pickup. I don't like going alone because the guys there are...
Stereotypes? Also, why are you talking about that as if I know what it is? You're making a lot of assumptions. And then, you know, my character's just not picking up an obvious hint based on, you know, context.
A bit overbearing. They're always trying to chat, and they keep asking me to play games and stuff. But it feels weird. Sho's not into comics, and he also thinks I'm overreacting.
Well, Sho's an idiot.
I would just feel more comfortable having you there with me.
It's almost as if you took normal people from, like, normal situations, but then completely changed their personalities 100%. So, like, these normal situations, these characters react way differently to. Sure, I'll go with you. How are you planning to get there?
By bus.
Oh, I have this limo prepared. I can drive us.
Are you sure? I don't want to be any trouble.
Well, I mean, you're already making trouble by forcing me to go with you, so it's the least I could do. It's no trouble. How about to meet you at your dorm and we can go together?
Okay, see you soon.
Where's the logic in asking somebody, "Hey, can you do this for me?" and say, "Oh, well, I don't want to trouble you," like for a different thing but still related to it. It's like, it doesn't make sense to me. We hang up and I head to her dorm. After I pick her up, I drive us to the comic book store in town. When we arrive, Mayu hesitates before she hops off my bike. You okay?
Yeah.
She takes a deep breath, then gives me a nod. I follow her into the store. Oh, it's silence. As soon as we walk in, my mouth falls agape in wonder. Every staff member in the store is beyond attractive. Is that a prerequisite for working here? I don't know. I've never been in a comic book shop. Well, no, that's not true. I have. There was one. It's downtown, and it's, I believe, family run. There's the older dude, and then the other two dudes who run the cash, and they're nice guys. Cool. And like all sorts of people go in there, so it's not like a gender thing. Just, I don't know. They aren't really attractive, I guess. Question mark. As can you look around, the patrons are all on the same level as the staff. The women have beautiful smiles and shapely curves which turn into legs that go on for days. I know what you're going for, but all I can imagine is they're curvy and then they become legs. They smile at me as we walk past. The men are all tall with broad shoulders, and I can see the faint outlines of muscles underneath their shirts. I'm not in bad shape. I'm in bad shape. But I still feel a little out of place. I wish I'd spent some more time on my training. What is this place? Mayu doesn't even pause and head straight to the counter. When we walk past, the staff members greet us. Excuse me. Sometimes you just want to taste pizza again, but less gross. But Mayu keeps her head down and refuses to make eye contact. As we approach the counter, an equally attractive and friendly man greets us.
Good to see you again, Mayu. Is there anything I can help you with?
Hi. I got an email saying my pre-order for Boundless Stratus has arrived.
If you pre-order something, why aren't you just checking the date to make yeah, you get your email. I do too when I pre-order stuff, but like, even so, I still pay attention to the date it's going to come out because I'm excited. Therefore, I place the pre-order. I'm not just gonna place a pre-order and fucking forget that shit. That's not who I am. That's not what I do.
I don't think we had any copies yet, but I'll double check in the back stockroom for you. In the meantime, you and your friend should have a look around.
You're friendly. Also, you sound like several other characters in this game, so, yeah, maybe branch your voice a bit. After flashing us a handsome smile, he heads into the back room.
Do you want to take a look at their manga?
Sure. Yeah, that sounds good. Mayu leads us through the section, and I browse the titles. Not titties. That's not what that said. Are you a big manga fan?
I read some.
A title catches my eye, and you can tell where my brain is. And I enthusiastically grab the book off the shelf. Oh, hey, I remember this. Did you ever read this one? Go into a bookstore, grab a random book, tell your friend, hey, did you read this? I hold the book out to Mayu while she examines the cover. She furrows her brow and slowly shakes her head.
No.
Really, it was super popular when we were in middle school. At least it was in the States. I was going to say, you didn't go to the same middle school.
What's it about?
Also, I don't even know if Japan has middle schools. I can assume based off the game Chinese parents, but that's China, not Japan, so I don't even know at this point. The main character and his family have to return home to take care of his sick grandfather, who passes on a protective charm for the main character. At his first day in the new high school, he gets into a fight and accidentally activates a charm, which turns out to be Cat Spirit Demon Girl. Once activated, the cat girl swears to protect the main character and disguises herself as another student at the school. This course of action, this causes all sorts of hilarious scenarios between her and the other girls in the class. You know, when I was in junior high, middle school, as it's referred to, or actually reverse that, I made a character called the Time Ghost. It was basically the anime Haruhi Suzumiya, but no one could see the female character. It was just all in the dude's head. And she was a time ghost. She was from the future and no one could see her. It's just like, you gotta do all these things. It's the Time Ghost. It's fucking a really stupid idea.
That doesn't sound very familiar.
I shrugged. It's really silly, but it was fun at the same time. You have to be interested in slice of life shit for that sort of thing.
Which character was your favorite?
The shy girl. Oh, wow, wow, fucking damn. People change as they grow, you know. You're not gonna. Fuck you, game. I hate when you do shit like this. I like the girl who isn't afraid to flaunt what she's got. She's a tease and likes to stir up trouble. She always keeps the main character on his toes. If this weren't based on the whatever thing, that'd be... God damn it. Anyway, I can't believe they still have it. I put the book back on the shelf. Besides, you got show. You don't need me. What else do you read besides Boundless Stratus?
Oh, I like Evangelion and Gundam too.
I want to stab this game so bad, but that's not physically possible. It's a digital entity. I'm beginning to see a trend here. She blinks.
What do you mean?
I mean you're obsessed with giant robots. It's obvious. Giant robot battles. Her cheeks tinge pink.
I mean, I do come from a long line of pilots. It's only natural that I gravitate towards those type of manga
Oh,
too.
you read Gravitation too. You haven't read any other types?
No. Father wasn't very fond of manga to begin with. The only reason he let me read the ones I did was because they were sort of relevant to my studies.
Yeah. Her voice lowers to a mumble.
And because he didn't know about most of them.
That's the same damn volume. She stares at the ground and shuffles her feet when she catches my grin. Who knew Mayu had such a rebellious side? I mean, I didn't, but that's a weird thing to comment on. It's just a three-dimensional character, whatever. Let's find the manga that you'd like. That's not gear-related.
Okay.
What about this one? That's just porn. As we both peruse the shelves, one of the generous men nearby politely greets us.
Excuse me, I couldn't help but overhear you're looking for a new manga.
Ah,
My
you were
sister
eavesdropping.
finished this one, and she loved it.
Is it super girly and also you weren't part of this conversation? Fuck off. He hands Mayu a book with a girl and a flute.
Maybe you'd like it.
Wow, way to be fucking presumptuously sexist, my dude. He shifts from one foot to the other. Thanks, man, that's really nice of you.
Thanks.
No problem.
Another man interjects. This is not normal.
I highly recommend that one too. Although there are some parts later on that deal with some heavy subjects.
Well, that makes it better, honestly.
That's true.
If you want something more lighthearted, you might want to check out that author's second title.
Who the fuck are these guys? And they should go away. A third man joins the conversation. Third man, man one.
Oh, I've read
Oh,
that
no,
one.
4.
You're talking about the boy and alien pet, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
That one is really funny.
Can we
It's gonna
leave?
get to all
You guys can
sorts of
chat.
shenanigans.
We're not part of this.
Huh. I'll have to check that out too.
He stares helplessly at the crowd surrounding her as they continue to chat. I gently pull her aside and point to the book she clutched tightly in her hand. So, what do you think? She takes a deep breath to relax, then scans the synopsis. Also, I didn't really help her in that situation.
It's about a girl who lands her dream role as the solo flutist in a symphony. But when her mother gets sick,
she has to decide between her family and her passion. Actually, I think this would be very interesting.
There you go. I grin. Mission accomplished. Those dudes I hired to give you a book totally succeeded. Cool. Mission accomplished. Yeah, it makes any amount of sense. The man who originally suggested the title notices Mayu's interest in the book and walks back over to us even though we left.
I hope you
Fuck
enjoy it.
off.
Thanks.
We part from the group who are still deep in discussion. Mayu briefly breathes a sigh of
I'm
relief.
glad you came with me.
I didn't do anything.
Didn't you see what happened back there? That happens all the time.
Yeah, and I didn't fucking help you in any way. That's what Mayu meant by overbearing. They seemed like really cool guys to me. Yeah, because they weren't the ones talking to you without prompt like fucking weirdos. God, they're thirsty and they need to fucking go. At least I got no book out of it. That's not... You can't look on the bright side in situations like that. She smiles at the title in her hands.
True.
The reason I say that, by the way, is because that's how people justify actions that are like that, but significantly worse. They're just like, oh, well, you got this, you should be thanking me. And it's like, don't give any amount of leeway. Always see that negatively and always bitch about it and complain and say, get away from me. And always, always never stop trying to be away. I don't know what the end of that one was. You know what I mean? I was selecting a couple of titles myself. I glance at May. Let's go check for your pre-order. She nods happily. Head to the counter where the clerk is waiting for us.
Here is your pre-order.
Thanks.
Place the books I picked up on the counter and hand over my card. It's a Pokemon card. I'd like to check these out, please. Check them. It was a fucking store.
Oh yeah.
I think she'd forgotten about the manga in her hand. She puts it on the counter. Offer to pay for her. Let her pay for her own book. I mean, I don't know. What she put it on the table. There's been no other context since then. I literally, in real life, I would wait for her to see what she does and read the situation. Be like, are you gonna pay for your own thing, or am I gonna pay for your thing? And like, you make sure beforehand. You go in saying, oh yeah, don't worry, I'll pay for whatever. And you can't just spring this on me. I pay for my purchase and Mayu pays for her manga. As we head towards the door, Mayu bumps into someone. Oh, it's that dude. She looks up in surprise.
May.
Oh, it's May. Okay.
Hi, guys.
I didn't know you liked to read manga.
Oh, yeah. It's a secret pleasure of mine.
Pleasure, you say?
Really?
May grins appreciatively as one of the men walks past, so that's what she means by secret pleasure. What? Okay. What? The fuck are you talking about, man? At least I'm not the only one who sees this. Sees what? She said there was... He furrows her brow.
You? It's inside a mall plaza.
Did I miss something here? Hang on. How do I forget how to back up. There's a way. I don't remember. Raises an eyebrow. I understand her look all too well. How is Mayu not seeing this? I have so many fucking questions. First of all, I missed the context. Secondly, how did you pick up on the context when you don't pick up on other contexts? It's fucking obvious. What the fuck is happening? My God.
Anyway, I've got some things to check out, so I'll see you
See,
later.
that I would pick up on because that's emphasis on a thing and not she said, oh yeah, manga is my secret pleasure, which is a weird way to phrase that, obviously. And then she just walks on in and be like, oh, that's what she meant, when there was no other context involved. The fucking what? Just deeper into the shop while Mayu and I walk outside. Ready to head back? Oh my god. I hop on my bike and I drive us back to campus.
Thanks for taking me to the comic book store.
Sometimes you need to explain shit. And other times you do not explain shit and just... Thanks for introducing it to me. Now I know where to go to catch up on my series. The internet. She smiles.
I'm really happy you like to read manga too. Sho doesn't really care for it.
It's because he's bland. But that'll have to be it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Of course, I've been Keywii, and you've been great too. Goodbye!